Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cousins on first down. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
To Dalvin Cook.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
12 yards there and a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To Cook out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 28.
Minnesota Vikings. First and 10 at the 20.
A first down throw for Cousins. They'll get this underneath to Madison. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Madison. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 24-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
That's good.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. It is Cook at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays. Touchdown at Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down. Swift. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down. Britt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier. Ryan Connolly on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, they're coming back. That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, Britt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Cousins pass.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 14. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 40. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
Cousins pass.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Cousins on the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Seven, our score after 1.
We're tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and Cousins hands.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the deep.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded just outside. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Play fake. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. 7 yards, the pick up there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
That's good.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Makes the score Lions 14, Vikings 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Lions first down.
Here's Swift. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Britt, open man is Kirk, complete.
Britt's pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, Britt. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the running game with Swift. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
40 on the carry.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
To throw on third down. Britt. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. And they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of it. They got to feel good about that, and they're going to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here come the Lions now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And here comes the Lions defensive unit. They trot back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not demand when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Cousins. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Fritz pass.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Lions, first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Britt out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him going and communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Britt. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Deshaun Hand just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. Slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Jets who have the lead with that one getting close to halftime. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. The LA Chargers, who are out in front. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Swift, the Lion ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Britt. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Britt. And that will be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
This will be fielded at the 17. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Cousins to Jefferson on a slant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the 10-year back knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Vikings 13.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, Detroit.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Britt's pass. Complete to number 36. A gain of
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
Britt's pass.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Britt, catch made here by Campbell.
Britt's pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Detroit.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and they'll get him down right around the 16.
Swift, the ball carrier.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of Sometimes it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on third down. Britt. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number 30.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Cook, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Lions pressure, he's brought down.
There's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the 2nd half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Britt, he'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
to throw on second down. Britt, catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
From the gun on third down. Britt, and he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Now, this crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Britt. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Britt's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're elected safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, Detroit.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Britt. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Britt, that's caught. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Swift. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Touchdown!
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. Exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Hold up, B.C. Johnson. It's a gain of 7. Brings up.
Here's Madison.
13.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Britt over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams sudden death, first team to score wins the game.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our social media. They found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On first down, it's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Number 40.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Britt firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing on first down. Britt. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He will take this one home. It's a touchdown.